Hello, this is History Shorts with the Artifactual Scholar. Today, I'll be talking about the effort to preserve the USS Constitution, Old Ironsides. The frigate USS Constitution is one of the most celebrated and legendary ships in the United States Navy. Launched in 1797, the Constitution is America's oldest commissioned warship. During her storied career, the ship served in the Quasi-War with France, the Barbary Wars against North African pirates, and the War of 1812 against Great Britain. It was during that conflict that the Constitution acquired her famous nickname, Old Ironsides. On August 19, 1812, the Constitution engaged the HMS Guerriere off the coast of Nova Scotia, Canada. In the ensuing battle, the British ship's masts were shot away by repeated broadsides, while British sailors watched in awe as their cannonballs bounced harmlessly off of the oak hull of the Constitution, causing one British tar to remark, "Huzzah! Her sides are made of iron." After the War of 1812, the Constitution continued to serve with distinction, serving at one time or another as the flagship of the Mediterranean Squadron, the Pacific Squadron, and the Home Squadron. Between 1844 and 1846, she sailed some 52,000 miles in an around-the-world journey that brought the ship to such distant ports as Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, Zanzibar, Singapore, and Da Nang, Vietnam. Yet, by the latter part of the 19th century, the ship had become outdated and much of her former glory forgotten. From the late 1850s, Constitution was used as a training or transport ship, and by the 1880s, she was decommissioned and docked in Portsmouth, New Hampshire, being used as a receiving ship, her mast and rigging removed, and a barracks built on her deck. The fate of the great ship looked uncertain. Then, in 1896, as the centennial of the ship's commissioning approached, a Massachusetts politician took interest in the plight of Old Ironsides. John F. Fitzgerald, congressman, future mayor of Boston, and eventual grandfather of President John F. Kennedy, pushed Congress to appropriate funds to stabilize the ship and have her moved back to Boston. In September 1897, the frigate was towed to Boston for her anniversary. After the celebration, Constitution languished in her moorings in Boston, her future still in doubt. In 1903, Charles Francis Adams III, president of the Massachusetts Historical Society, great-grandson of President John Quincy Adams and great-great-grandson of President John Adams, asked Congress to repair and recommission the ship. Eventually, money was dedicated for stabilization and restoration, and Constitution became a museum ship. Over the course of the 20th century, Old Ironsides underwent many subsequent restorations and refittings, all aimed at preserving the historical legacy of the vessel, and today she remains one of the most significant ships in the fleet. Yet without the efforts of politicians, historians, and the public, the great ship may have been lost forever. As a side note, the effort to save the USS Constitution brought together two of America's great political dynasties, the Adams and Kennedy families, and can be seen as a celebration of the continuity of American democracy. This has been History Shorts. Thanks for watching.